Hello and welcome to IzzyBee Crafts. Today I will be doing a trash to treasure of a cookie jar. Before we start, I just want to say that with the metallic paint, I use pearlescent and metallic interchangeably. I'm meaning the same paint though. You will need acrylic paint of any brand. I'm doing rainbow plus metallic, black, and white. A clear sealant, preferably a spray-on one. It can be semi-gloss, matte, or glossy. Some masking tape. A palette knife. Gesso. A palette or just anything to mix your paints on. And paintbrushes. So I'm starting off just by using a wet rag to clean off any smudges and dirt on the lid of the cookie jar. And then going straight in with the gesso and putting it all over the top of the lid. So I didn't do the inside of the lid because I still wanted the lid to be able to fit on top of the cookie jar. So I'm going to mix up my paints, and I am just mixing up pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. So I just started at the top of the lid with the color pink, and then I went down from orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And I did do the sides. Now I'm just taking that white metallic paint and painting stars. First I did a horizontal line and then a vertical line. Then you don't have to, but I did do a second coat on all the stars. Then I just took some gesso just to clean up the edge of the cookie jar lid. And then took that white metallic paint and painted the edge. So I started off just by removing the label that was on the front of the jar. And then using my nail to scrape off the glue that was holding the label on the front. Then taking that masking tape and taping off the sides of the jar along the edge of this kind of lip so that I don't get any paint or gesso anywhere else on the jar. And now I'm just using some gesso and painting all around this rim. Now I'm starting off with pink, and I'm going to be going around and painting all the colors of the rainbow, blending between each color. Then I am doing the same thing on the lid, doing 2 coats of the pearlescent white paint and putting stars all over the rim. Then I am just removing the masking tape around the edges. So now I'm just going in with gesso at the front of the cookie jar, and I did 2 coats, and be careful around the edges so that you don't get gesso anywhere else on the cookie jar. You can tape it off, but I chose not to. And now I'm just going in with that pearlescent white paint, and I did 2 coats of that on the front of the jar. Now I'm taking the palette knife, and I am just scraping off any of the paint that got on the edges. Now I'm just going in with a permanent marker, and I am just writing some letters in and then filling those in with black paint. That way when I spray on the sealant, the letters don't smudge. So now I'm just going to be doing 2 coats on the lid and the rim of the jar of that semi-gloss spray sealant. Now it's time to see the final product. I really love the way it turned out, so cute and colorful, and it's great for storing all your different kinds of bobbins and threads in it. That's what I did, but you can put whatever you want inside of it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment which color of the rainbow is your favorite.